Hello, this is Steph. Welcome back to my channel, and I would like to thank you very much about your support. And I'm glad that you like my videos. And just if you didn't do that, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell just in case you would like to get notified about the new videos I'll be producing. And now we're going to see how to overlay text, images and videos using FFmpeg. So if you would like to do some static stuff like the one that so you've got some titles or always got to be put at the same point, at the same position, at the same time, this can be done automatically using FFmpeg. So we have Windows ready behind me, and let's get started. Okay, here we are. We have the Windows terminal here at the top with a command prompt already there, and here we have the folder that we are working on, the usual desktop videos folder with a video about Venice. So let's see what can we do. First of all, let's play the video, and the video is this. It's a nice now. What I would like to do is to put a text on top that says something. Let's see now, what can we say? And the field that we need to use is the so-called Drawtext. So if you would like to have some reference, we can go -FFmpeg -h field equals to Drawtext, just to have some reference. And here we have all the options. So we need to put our text or a text file. This is more or less the same way that we selected at the time we used the TTS, the text-to-speech. I'll put the card here on top. And so now in this way, in this case, we use the text put by hand as a command. If you would like to use the text file, do that. You select the text file in this case. Okay, so we are going with the command. First of all, make sure that your version of FFmpeg has the enable libfree type as a compilation flag. In this case, if you didn't, so if you compile it yourself, make sure that FFmpeg -version has the libfree type enabled, or if you're using a third-party version of FFmpeg. In this case, I use the official one that is proposed by the FFmpeg website, and this has the libfree type, so we are ready to use it. So let's go using FFmpeg. The input file is Venice. We are going with a video filter. So the filter can be taken as -VF or -filter :V. This is a video filter. And the name of the filter is Drawtext. Okay. And now we got to put the parameters. First of all, the text. So let's put the text between columns. And here we take a text. Hello. Here we are in Venice. Okay. And we can put, so by default, it puts the text on the top left. So by default, you have everything starting from the top left. If you would like to have some certain offset, you can put it. Here, let's see, the offset can be put as X and Y for the Y offset. So the X is the horizontal offset, the Y is the vertical offset. So X equals, let's say, well, let's put it at, let's say 25, or yes, 24. And Y, we put it, let's say, at the bottom. So the bottom we put, let's say, 9,960. Let's see. So no, sorry, this is 720 as a vertical. So let's say 140. Let's see if it would be a decent decent down. And here, what we like to put is the font size. So font size, here let's say 48. And let's put the text color. So the font color is the name of the parameter. The font color, let's say white. Okay, let's go with the command. I'm sorry, got to put the output file. We take the copy as the video codec, and here let's say libx264 with the preset slow and the CRF of 18. Okay, and the name of the file in the end. Finally, so here let's say Venice text overlay.mkd, and here we go. Let's see what happens. Here we have a font config error, cannot load default config file. No such file, because by default on Windows the software doesn't know what to do, which font has to pick up. So we got to give ourselves the name of the font that it's going to use. Where do we find the font? Either you have a custom one, maybe you downloaded some nice one on the internet, but if you would like, you have the set of Windows fonts available here. It is under C Windows fonts, and here we have all the list of fonts available. So here maybe a nice one can be Calibri. I don't know how to pronounce it. Calibri is I think most correct one. Okay, so we use the Calibri. All the files in this folder have as extension either TTF or .fon. So in this case, Calibri is a TTF. If you want, we can make sure if we use the terminal. So we can go, C Windows. Sorry guys, got the okay, Windows fonts. Here we go. And what we would like to do is to make a dir to see all the list. You see that Calibri has a TTF as so here calibri.ttf, cool. And so as a font file, we got to put a parameter font file here, font file. We put it between a single quote. In this case, we are in the C folder, so we're going to put a /Windows /fonts /name of the font we would like to use. In this case, the calibri.ttf. So remember that the notation, even if we are on Windows, it is not with the backward slash, it is not with the name of the drive in the beginning. What we're going to use is the /, since the root for FFmpeg is the /. Okay, just like in Linux, so the root is the /. Okay, let's go. Let's see if it is working. Here it asks if you want to overwrite, because we already have the file right here. And here we go. It's going to create a new file. Let's wait for the process to finish. And here we go. We have a new file. Okay, here we have also the thumbnail. Let's play the video. Sorry, mistake. Text in a way where it shouldn't be. So let's do it again and correct it. So here, got to put okay. In this way, mistakes happen. The good thing of making everything on the fly while we're making the comments. And here we go. So in the end, we have cool. Okay, now we have the problem that the position of the text within our file is totally bad. So in this case, we have this position that is bad in the center, on the left side, here down below, study position. So what we would like to do is to make the text a little bit prettier. And what we can do is to put the text in a prettier position by using the macros. So the text width, text height, and width and height of the video itself. So what we would like to do, let's take the command from before. And here the position, instead of putting the X in this way, what we would like to do is to use the macros. So in this case, what can we do is to, for example, put the X in the center. So in this case, we got to put the text. So this is the position of the cursor as it is in the left position. So what we would like to do is take the text in the center, that is in the center of the video. So the center of the video is width divided by 2. Okay. Then we got to subtract from the center the position where the text is. So we got to take half of the position of where the text should be. So in this case, we got to take the width minus the text width divided by 2. In this case, we have the text in the center. For the height, so the vertical position, what we would like to do is to put it, let's say, at 3/4 of the bottom position. So in this case, we've got to put 3 times height minus text height divided by 4. So it will be at 3/4 of the position. If you would like to, we can put it also a bit more at the bottom, so 7/8 of the video. So just to have it a bit below. Let's see the text overlay centered, how it's going to look like. So here we're going to create another video. Let's see how the position is going. And here, let's see what will be the new video. So here we go, Venice. Centered, and here it is a bit better. So maybe 7/8 is a bit too above, but not bad. So here we have text centered. We adjusted the position. Okay, now let's suppose that we would like to put some background box around the text. Since maybe the contrast is not enough and you don't see the text on your video, what we would like to put is a box around it. So let's take the previous comment, and here maybe it's better if we put instead of 7/8 we put 9/10. So we have the text a bit below, and here with the parameters, the parameter that we put after is box equal to 1. This enables the box that is around our text. Then what we would like to do is to put the color and the width of this box. So let's suppose that the box color, this is the name of the parameter, we want to put it black, so we can put something like this. If you would like, we can leave everything like this, and then let's see what is the result. If you would like to enhance the border, so how big will be the thing around, we can change it later. Let's see how it works. So we take the text overlay boxed as the name of the file, and here we go. Okay, let's play it. And around, if you would like, you can put a border around, and this has to be put with the box border W, so the box border width. Let's suppose we want to put it at let's say 5, and let's see what's the result. I'm going to overwrite the video to have the text overlay boxed file, and this is the result. So we are going to FFplay result, and here we have room colors. If you want, you can. This is a solid yes, background. If you like to put the text a bit, so the box a bit with the transparency, what you can put is the comment is this. If you want to put in the color, we can put a net sign, and here we put the transparency. So here we can put this in this way. Let's see what's the result. We're going to take the overlay with the box transparent, and here. Okay, so what we would like to do now is, with the command that we set in the previous stage, is to put, in this case, the time. So what we would like to do is, instead of putting a text with random text that we would like to do, here, what we would like to do is to put the time the frame is displayed. So in this case, to put a time, what we would like to do is to take the percentage sign, and between curly brackets, you got to put the name PTS. In this case, as an S, oh sorry, we are taking the name of the file as it is before. I'm going to take the name of the file in another way. So here it is a text overlay timestamp. So again, we take here, instead of the text we would like to put, we put the name PTS. So in this case, we are going, and here we got the result as timestamp. So if you would like to put something in another way, we're going to see later, you will see that maybe this is a format you don't like so much. So let's play this file. You will see that the time is in this decimal form. You see that there are decimal places. Maybe it's not something that you would like to have so much. So how can we do to put the time in a more normal way? We take still the PTS command, but we put here a backslash colon sign, and here we put the format. So here we want hours, minutes, and seconds, and here we taking again the notation with the new times in a more readable way, in a more human way. Hours, minutes, and seconds, and decimals. Okay, now what we're going to do is to set a scrolling text that is going like the credits of the indie movies, going from the bottom to the top. So how can we do this thing? We are, first of all, taking not a text as put in the command. We're going to take a text overlay as it is right here. So the text file will be like this. So thanks for watching. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit the notification bell. See you on the next video. Ciao. So here we can put it on the center to make it a bit aesthetically better, let's say. So here, okay, and this also in the center to make a more beautiful effect as soon as it's scrolling. So here we take the previous command, and so we have, instead of timestamp, let's call it credits. Credits with C. And everything remains like this. The box color, well, let's say that we're going to remove it. And also what we can do is, sorry, I got to do it again here. Credits, here we remove the box. What we can do is to also put a transparency on the subtitle. So here we put 0.7. So the transparency can be put both on the box and on the text. And so how shall we put, first of all, the text file, and then we put the overlay that is going from the bottom to the top. So first of all, instead of text, here we put the text file. So the parameter is called text file. And here we put the name of the file we'd like to put. So here it's text overlay.txt. And here what we would like to do to have this scrolling effect is to change the Y position, the Y parameter. So instead of putting a fixed term that is okay, a result of an equation, here we can put something like the height of the video. In this case, remember that we always start from the top. So the height will be the bottom of the video. And as soon as we scroll, as soon as we are going over the video, we're going to subtract something. So as soon as we are going up, it's going up to the top. So here it is the height of the video, so at the bottom. Then we're going to subtract what we're going to subtract. We're going to subtract something that is in function of the time. So here we are going to take, say, thing of 90 times t, and t is the time of the video. And okay, so here everything should be okay. We are going with a writing of the video sequence, and as soon as we finish, we should see this title that is going up to the top as soon as we are playing the video. Okay, so we have FFplay, and then text overlay credits, and here we go. Maybe it's a bit misaligned. So let me play it again since the beginning. So here you have thanks for watching. Subscribe and hit the notification bell. See you in the next video. So I think that it's not perfectly aligned. Maybe if we put everything on the left, it could be better, but this is what we can do. Okay, cool. Okay, now let's suppose that we have not a text at the moment, but we have a logo, an image, a video, whatever. So we're going to put the logo, in this case, at the bottom right of our video. By default, the filter we're going to use is the overlay filter. This is a filter complex, so we're going to use the filter complex, like the thing that we saw in the video. I'll put the card here at the top. And so here, as I was saying, by default, the logo will be put at the top left. So what we would like to do, if we want it at the bottom right, we've got to do some operations, some subtractions between the width, the height of the two elements that we're going to put. So as any filter complex that we dealt so far, we're going to invoke FFmpeg. We have -i, the first input, that is our video, and then image, the FFmpeg logo. Here we got to invoke the filter complex. Okay. And the filter complex is the overlay. By default, since we use all the inputs in the two inputs that we have here, we're going to use them all. So what you're going to see here is not putting the square brackets with 0 and 1 like this. We're going to use all the inputs that we put before, so overlay like this works fine. Just in case you have multiple inputs and you would like to do something more complex, remember to put the square brackets in the beginning and put whatever you would like to put as inputs for this overlay filter. Okay, so here, the overlay by itself, if we put something like this, we put also the codecs. So here we have libx264, preset slow, minus CRF18, and the name of the video is Venice logo.nkv. Here in the filter complex, if we run the command by as it is, we have the logo at the top left, we want it at the bottom right. How do we do it? We have two parameters, the X parameter and the Y parameter. So we put the two things like this. So the X parameter, what do we want? We want the bottom right, we said. So here we want the far right. How do we put the far right? The far right will be put with the width of the video. In this case, it is with the capital W, minus the small w. The small w is the size of the image. So we're going to put the top left of the logo at the far right of the video, and also we're going to subtract the width of the image itself. Otherwise, we have the logo that is outside the image. In this case, this is not going to happen. Then we put some padding. We put, let's say, 16 of padding, both at the top, sorry, both at the bottom and the right. And we do the same thing with the vertical position. So the horizontal, it's on the right with a padding of the width of the image and some padding of 16. Then the width, the vertical position will be the same. In this case, instead of the W, we put the H. So H, capital H, minus the small h. So this is the height of the image that we put, minus 16. So if you run the command like this, we have in the end our image that is completely at the bottom right as we wanted, so with this offset as we said it before. Okay, let's play the footage. Let's say it like this. And here, as you can see, we have the okay, as we wanted. Now, let's suppose that we don't want the logo in its full opacity. We want the logo a bit transparent. So we want like the logos, like for example, a watermark, something that is not covering 100% the pixels that we have on our video. So how can we do that? We're going to use still a filter complex, but in this case, we got to do something before. So not applying the overlay directly. We're going to use the command from before, but instead of going with the overlay straight away, we're going to use a color channel mixer. What is the color channel mixer? It's going to make a correspondence between the values in the input and values in the output. So it's going to take from red to red, green to green, blue to blue, red to blue, etc. It makes all the combination, but you can do also the modulation of the alpha channel. So in this case, we're going to take the first image, the second image, the FFmpeg, the number 1, and we're going to apply a color channel mixer with the alpha, so from alpha to alpha of 2/3, let's say 0.67. if the image doesn't have the alpha channel, I think that you can do is to put in this case the image has the alpha channel, but if it doesn't have it, we got to put the format of our image in RGBA, then comma and all the rest. So here it's not necessary if you don't have the alpha channel. For example, you have a JPEG image, the JPEG images don't have the alpha channel. You got to put this to assume that you have also an alpha channel. And it's not over yet, because here we got to name this pipe as FG. So we take, this is the foreground, the thing that we got to put on top, or let's say, well, let's call it logo instead of FG. We always have BG, FG. Let's put in logo just to see something different. And here we put a semicolon. And here what should we have as input? We have the 0 and we have the logo. So the 0 and the logo, we have an overlay with the same input as we had, with the same parameters that we had before. So here we run the command. We don't want to take the same name as before. We want the transparent. And here we have another file with the transparency on top. Now let's check if everything is going okay. The process is finished. Let's play the whole video, and as you can see here, we have the logo that is transparent and in its full opacity as we Okay, so we've done everything for what regards the overlay of both text and images. Also, it works with what we've done for images, also works with videos. And so I hope that you enjoyed. We know that we can do something more complex, like, for example, overfloating a logo here and there. So going and making floating logo just like the watermark, or for example putting a text or the image for a certain amount of time in the video. In this case, you got to use the timeline options and parameters. This is something I'm going to do next in one of the next videos. And for the moment, I hope you enjoyed. If you enjoyed, please like, share and subscribe. Hit the notification bell to be notified about the next video I'll be publishing. And for the moment, thank you so much. See you next time. Also follow my social media, TikTok and Instagram. And for the moment, thank you very much. See you next time with some more content regarding multimedia and also much more. Ciao, ciao, ciao.